Hi, I'm Ken, and welcome back. We're finally back after a long hiatus because we were basically snowed in. I'll put some pictures up to show you just how bad it was here. That loader is not mine, but yeah. So we're gonna try and finish up a couple of the S10 projects we have planned. The Silverado has now got all new clutch set up. We finally got all the bugs worked out of it. Ended up having to put a couple U-joints in it because they didn't last very long, but after sitting for 2 years, that's pretty much what you're looking at. Things seize up when it sits, and then you start to drive and they instantly wear out. So we're going tomorrow to maybe find out about a new transplant for that. And this here, the mighty Sierra. So the Sierra has the same exact problems as the Silverado, with rotten cab corners, and as you can see, rotten rockers in and out. So those got to be done. But I've already gone through this truck end to end. I'll put some pictures up. I've redone all the brakes and everything else. It's got all new brakes, all new shocks. The suspension has been entirely redone. It's like brand new inside. Of course, the infamous Chevy door where the window doesn't work. I've already got part of it torn apart inside here because I was redoing and working on the sills and everything already. But inside, it's mint. Look at infamous hole in the fender, right where they put the sound deadener, because it holds all the moisture and rots the fender out here. It's only a 2-wheel drive truck. It's got these ugly friggin' wheels on it. Can't wait to get rid of those. But as you can see, it's pretty clean. Obviously, I've already done a bunch of work to this one. We've had this one for about 2.5 years, but I've kind of just been sitting on it, like not really sure what to do with it. And I don't like to waste the time and energy if it's not gonna get done entirely. So I'm gonna try and order some body parts for it and get this one all done. And I found today that is the oil that came out of this thing. So we've had it for like 2.5 years, but it's just sat, and we never really, other than putting a battery charger on it, we haven't done much other than clean up and all the suspension and stuff. Never really paid much attention to the engine until today, and it started ticking. Well, that's why. God, that's horrible. So that's just bad. So I changed the oil. I put 520 synthetic in it. So hopefully that'll loosen up everything that's was ticking, because I've already fired it up and the tick disappeared after about a minute of running. So I'm hoping that cleans it all up. It's a good 4.8. It's only, like I said, only 70,000, 123,000 kilometers on it. So that's the deal with that. Trying to get parts. I finally have headers on the way from California. So hopefully those are here on the 30th of March. So that's getting a whole new exhaust system. Gonna drop it. New wheels. Maybe a new heart. New transplant for the... I'm going to check a 6-liter out tomorrow, so maybe I'll get a new 6-liter. I don't know if that transmission will last long with the 6-liter pushing on it, but we'll see. Maybe the 6-liter will end up in the mighty Sierra here. I'd like to, if I could order a couple pairs of fenders for both trucks. They got the same hole in the exact same spot. So what I'm looking for is fenders. What do I need? Really, I only need I really need 2 right-handed fenders. So a set of fenders, and this one is getting all redone inside. So I've cleaned this thing probably 20 times. Look at, I still see the dirt just keeps running from everywhere. So, you know, console's broken, so we're gonna do a custom shifter, custom console, and maybe new leather seats. I'm not undecided as of yet. I got way too many projects. I think I'm going to start with the Silverado first, because I kind of like driving it. As soon as the Ram parts get here, we'll be doing lowering the Ram. Then this one's getting some performance stuff, so that it'll get the headers. We'll see what we get out of the headers. We probably won't gain too much, but it's all relative when we test. So if I do 0 to 60 and quarter mile times, based on the weight of the truck and me and whatever else is in the truck, and you can figure out how much horsepower and torque it took to get there. So if I went out right now and ran it and probably did like a 15-second quarter mile and it'd be slow, I know that, but you could figure it out based on the weight and all the other time. You can figure out the basic algebra, and it'll get us there. So based on times and all that stuff, we can see what we gained. So the first change I think we're going to make is the headers and exhaust, because anything else will be throttled if we don't have the engine breathing properly. So that's getting that'll get the whole new header system, and I haven't decided on to go full duals or put it into the factory pipes, see what it does, and then open it up and see what it does. And then it'll get haven't decided on the camshaft yet. If you have any suggestions, if there's anybody watching, feel free to put one down there. It's only a 4.8 in that right now. Like I said, might go get a new transplant for it tomorrow. We've been busy trying to get stuff done around here, but we were snowed in forever. And in the last week, we've gone from 1.5 feet snow on the ground to no snow and 16 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. All I know is it's fuck of a lot better than -10 or -20. Mind you, at night it is still -10. But we're finally making headway. We got headers on the way for the Silverado. Yeah. So far that's it. But you never know. Might get lucky and get a cam ordered today. Going to see a guy tomorrow. Maybe a 6-liter. Maybe 2 5.3s. I don't know. I should call this Indecisive Garage. I'm assuming I'll be doing a lot of editing too. Well, we finally got parts. It's only taken months, so welcome back. The Silverado's gonna get some more parts today. And we got brakes, all new brakes on the back, a couple ball joints. It's almost done to past the inspection. Another project's on the go. Some pretty tall handlebars on the night train. It's my son's night train. Tore that apart yesterday. Look at that. That's the new LQ4. Well, it's not new, but it's low mile. And we'll be tearing that down shortly. Back in there. I don't know if you can see the box, but that's the new set of headers. So we got some headers for the 4.8. Well, I got them for the 4.8. Now I'm tempted to put the 6-liter in this thing and go from there. So feel free to leave comment and see what you think. 6-liter or 4.8. It's got 317 heads on it, so won't breathe the best, but it'll probably be more than enough for this old farm truck. But we're finally getting her cleaned up. I'm driving it every day now, so got plates on it. But coming along. And apparently we might have a stay-at-home order coming up tomorrow. I will not be happy. I lost too much money last time not being able to work, and that does not make me a happy guy. And I think the government's overstepping their bounds. I think I've just about had enough of it. So I'll work off my frustrations building this old truck. So we are hard at work getting all the brakes done. So, like if you've been watching the videos, you know this truck's set for 2 years. So everything we took off of there, I don't know if you can see the rotors back in there, and a little bit. I'll put a picture up of the other one. But as you know, it sat for 2 years. All the parts that we took off were brand new. They were just all seized up. New pins. So we managed to, the calipers were free, but the sliders were all seized. But we got them all pulled out, freed up, and moving. So this side is now good, but we discovered when we opened the other side, I don't know if you can see the back of this tire, but it's definitely covered in brake fluid. So we got to replace that line right there. Probably the light's pretty shitty, but yeah, well, I'll show you this side when it's all finished up and clean, and just waiting for my son to get back with the necessary hard line. Okay, now that Junior's not here, we don't have the Silverado here. But there's the Sierra. As you can see, we've cleaned up a lot. So I still gotta grade that a bit with the backhoe, get a little more even. That's for sure. Can hardly even drive out there with even with the Sierra. Get stuck in those big potholes. They don't look very deep, but they are. So we're gonna smooth that out, get the car trailer back, get the 2 trailers back in the corner there, so give us some more room. We got rid of all the old caddies. So now we got this. These are all getting torn down at some point and going to scrap probably in the next little while here, after we strip all the parts off them. But I just work in midnights. I just don't have the time to get it done quickly. Today's bike day. So this one is, I'm just redoing the front bearings and stuff. As you see that? Doesn't even want to spin. So I don't know what's going on in there. I just put new bearings in it, so I must have put something together wrong. Something's not right there. So that front wheel's coming off, and they're dirty from sitting all winter, but we'll get them all cleaned up. This one's getting all new cables and wiring and extensions and stuff like that to put the tall handlebars on it. Suits his size a little better. He's 6 foot, so the way the bike's set up, it's a lot more comfortable. And the factory handlebars are really narrow, so that'll give more leverage in the corners. These ones, I think they're 31.5, 12-inch drag specialties. Yeah, you should like it. He doesn't really like the look. He just wants it for the comfort, so, and drivability. So the Silverado got new back brakes a couple days ago. So we're fixing all the woe before we fix the go. So this is the new 6.0. Now that 4.8 that's currently in there is like, it literally feels like it's choked off and trying to breathe through a straw. Like it's a fun little truck to drive now that I got the tranny all straightened out, and the drivability of the truck is improved greatly. But it literally feels like it's trying to breathe through a straw. You can get on the hammer. It pulls decently for a factory 4.8, I guess, but it's no 6 liter. So when this bad boy gets in there, this is new stainless headers. see them down in there. New stainless header kit. So now I'm torn. Do I play with the 4.8 and get it to the point where it's all finished? Because then it's coming out and going in there. So when the 4.8 comes out, it's going in my S10. And I'm tempted just to pull this down, tear this one down, do the cam in it right off the bat, put the headers on, and just lay waste to the back tires so I can have an excuse to buy new wheels for that Silverado. I think it's going to be a fun ride though.